Carl in that midfield, which means he needs to be the person that's going to stay in between the defensive line to be able to have that rest defense that
Ndlovu plays his 6th derby, but it's his first for Amakosi. Pule Modi has not.
So therefore they're going to rely on Modi to be able to make things happen. Duma, that will possibly be the one that leads the line, and Lilepa as well. They'll be more engaging in terms of them going.
Kaizer Chiefs throw up the love and peace sign, and they're getting a lot of the skull and crossbones. Off delayed, but it is finally time for Soweto Derby number 185, and we're underway. A little bit of a warm-up, dust-up.
Regular-wise, but this one is significant. Atlanta Pirates know that if they don't win here, the chances are the league title is gone.
There's Tabang Moremi up against Brad Cross. Moremi opened the scoring when these two sides.
To help you where Rele operates, where Apulis operates, where Moremi operates. So therefore, maybe that balance defensively that they lacked in the previous game, they might find today.
Well, Mabwe did start that game, but he hadn't quite hit the kind of form he's realising at the moment. As we get a look now at this foul on Mufokeng by Ndlovu. And
Kaizer Chiefs defence, but yet again Kaizer Chiefs are not letting them go. So it will be very interesting game to see then who manages the emotions a little bit better.
Akaula caught from behind and hauled up by the man who fouled him. Nedbank Cup final. Oh, it's brilliantly played through here for Sibilibili. He has the pace to latch onto it. He's hung it up nicely for Mufokeng, who made a habit last month of scoring from headers, but this time didn't get the right kind of connection. A goal by now. And then his 5th minute goal in their last league outing as Mufokeng lays it across here from Butuma. Brandon Peterson gets there. But to get there, let's have another look. It's beautifully played in behind.
Yeah, and if you look, I think at this instance it's Butuma, but today it's where Moremi maybe got caught by Simango's tackle. But look at the save here, from this man that came back after so long after an injury that he had, and he was doing so great in the beginning of the season. Of course, we're trying to continue that, but this is the confidence that they need. Attacker that has speed, maybe with the same profile as Moremi. It'll be interesting to see then how they reshuffle position-wise.
Sabisi furious with that decision to penalise him. Going in hard on Wandile Duba just outside the area.
You can see also
impacted this fixture before. He assisted Saleng's winner in that famous 3-2 victory back in the 2023-2024 season, and dispossessed by Simango. Pirates have it again. Here's Mbata over the top. Still looking for his first goal in the league this season. Now Tetra dispossessed. This is Butuma laying it off for Mufokeng. Cuts inside. Here's Sibilibili. Brandon Peterson with the big stop, and on the follow-up a terrific block.
Look at this incident right here. The ball being played out wide with Sibilibili. Peterson be able to put his body on the line, and the second one against Simango there, making sure that he puts his body on the line, but you need to recover. Kaizer Chiefs midfield needs to recover a little bit quicker, because you can see that it's only Tetra and later on, yes, Nzo will join in, but they need to recover a little bit quicker. But Peterson here for the great save.
Giving Simango blocking the follow-up. That's okay. Teasing Mabwe, finding Sibilibili. Now a team that has been so good from range this season, just not quite finding the mark at the moment.
Look at defensive line, look at where Modi is and where he steps up, just to try and make sure that there's not enough space and time. Here you can see Ndlovu again continuing as well, being able to anticipate and making sure that this man who is so...
He's sometimes wild and wayward. As a flick from Munyani doesn't find a teammate. Looking for an option upfield. Mufokeng absolutely clattered by Ndlovu. Still yet to see a card come out of the pocket, and now things get a little bit fiery. Well, the pre-match scuffle has been widely circulated on social media. That was Magway losing out. Man who, for previous clubs, Supersport and Maritzburg, Sundowns, of course, played against Orlando Pirates 14 times, winning 4 times, losing on 6 occasions. He's never scored against the Buccaneers before.
So he's a player as well that played in so many different positions, right?
Superb for Stellenbosch against Mamelodi Sundowns as Swandile Duba gets away from 2 here. Huge opportunity for Kaizer Chiefs. Duba puts it on a plate for Pule Modi to open the scoring. His first Soweto derby goal. Well, with the league title out of touch, they've assumed the role of party spoilers today. And have they just dashed the Buccaneers' hopes of claiming a first title in almost a decade and a half?
Yeah, correct. You look at the disappointment in the Pirates players. It starts here on the side here where that press happens again. Chiefs winning the ball, but still be able to play out. And on this side, rather, where they
have taken the lead, they have gone on to lose. Most recently, last season, Lilepo, the opener, inside 2 minutes. Evidence Makopa and Rele Mofokeng turning that game on its head, and then the aforementioned 3-2 win for Pirates 2 seasons back, where Ashley Dupree had given Amakosi the lead. And again, they would not. Lilepo with plenty of pace on that one. It's the kind of free kick that just needed the slightest of touch. He probably was trying to bend it into the bottom corner. Evidence Makropa has scored 4 goals previously in the Soweto derby, but has scored in the last 3 matches. Managed to do that. Here's Mufokeng. Still Mufokeng! Oh! It required a touch from Peterson.
Yeah, it required a touch indeed from Peterson when we put one back. Okay, so Richards Bay win the dying minutes. You can see really here, just been forced to put the ball in his wicket foot on his left hand side, but a great touch nonetheless from Peterson again.
Whips it in, Makropa and Sierra has scored Bay in March last year. Then Ellen Batumo is on the Bata. Now Masongani. Tempers starting to fray. Takes it forward. It's a good pick up for Masongani. This is Mufokeng. Makropa waiting. Still Mufokeng.
From across able to take over.
Now Polis rolled into space here for Hotto! On the follow-up, and it's in! It's Sibilivili with the equaliser! Now the man of the match when they met 2 months ago. And now Sibilivili on the score sheets in the Soweto derby for the first time.
I guess Grandis came on after Peterson being tested in this game, making so many saves. Look at the way Hoto plays the ball. With Peterson making the save. Look at Sibilivili as a right.
Sibilivili does brilliantly here. Apollos arriving! And Brandon Peterson throws himself across goal once again. In 2007, that was also a 1-1 draw.
So you think we're heading for a 1-1 draw?
There's the earlier moment created by Sibilivili.
The previous derby that they had.
It's a drastic improvement from that. Now Osson Apollos, he forced a little wide, and it's an easy pickup for Brandon Peterson.
all they do.
It's brilliantly laid into the path here of Munyane. Sabisi making the interception. Flavio Silva arriving at pace.
Good play there for Munyane. As also you can see that it's buying more time to actually check this with it. Who's the person inside the box that can maybe the most free.
The last few campaigns as Mabwe with the out-swinging delivery does find the head of giving him Simango. That's over the top. Alonso upon us this season, being subbed off now for the 17th time. Mufokeng sliding it here through for Dion Otto. Brandon Peterson quickly off his line. Chance on average every 33 minutes. Brandon Peterson down, that's why there's been a stop here.
I'm sure with the results as well, you know, footballers just slow down the tempo, slow down the pressure possibly that Orlando Pirates are trying to deploy, but good reading of the game here from Peterson to be able